The manager, Jaguar Landrover After Sales, Coscharis Motors, Mr. Mobolaji Afuakwe, took the media and stakeholders on tour of the maintenance department, stating that the after-sales and maintenance facility guarantees original equipment manufacturers' spare parts and a highly trained specialist to maintain your vehicles. He also said that the ingenium engine has its own engine oil, which is a 0W to 20 grade oil, and that only is the engine oil rating that should be used for your luxury vehicles. Mr. Afuakwe said the customers should seize the opportunity of brand-trained technicians at Coscharis to maintain their vehicles, more so that the outfit is fully in contact with the manufacturers. After the tour, the question and answer session brought answers to the questions of the stakeholders at the exclusive event. All right, good day to you, sir. And I believe that it's been a wonderful time we've had here at the launch of these two luxury brands, basically in this month of August. And that is what we'll be talking to you about. And before we go on, we would like to introduce yourself to us, sir.
Okay, my name is Mobolaji Afuakwe, and I am the after-sales manager for Jaguar Landrover in Coscharis Motors Limited.
Nice to know. After-sales manager.
Yes.
So what does that entail, really?
That entails peace of mind for all the brands that we are in charge of. Peace of mind for our customers, because you only buy the vehicle once, but you maintain the vehicle for the period of time that you are using the vehicle. So to ensure that you have peace of mind while using the vehicle, that is why we in the after sales are also part of this launch, to ensure that the customer has peace of mind.
And that's a big one, and it's going to be a lovely one for everyone to know that once you buy the vehicle, you can always come back and get your car serviced. Now, talking in line of servicing, sir, there is this warranty thing that buyers want to know about, and time of service, because we are hearing the ingenium system in these two brands. And what does that actually mean?
Warranty is actually what comes along as package from the OEM, giving you the guarantee of the quality of the vehicle. And what we are saying is that if there is any other issue, if you have any issue with this vehicle within the warranty period of time, the manufacturer will be responsible for fixing it, as long as we can prove that it's something that has to do with manufacturing defects. But if they are so sure that there's no defect, that's why they are giving you the guarantee, the warranty.
So they are sure what they've actually done.
Yes.
And that is very sweet, sir. Then what about servicing? I'm hearing 0W20. I'm hearing the ingenium system. I'm hearing 1 year, 10,000, whatever. What does that mean, sir?
Yeah, servicing, for just like we human beings, we eat to stay alive and to be able to function.
We do that.
So vehicles also eat, they have the fuel to run, but they also have what we call preventive maintenance, which is what they need to always be in the top shape to do their running, to give you the service that they are designed to do. And that is why we do service at certain intervals. And for premium vehicles like we are launching today, the F-Pace, Jaguar, and the Discovery Sport, they are high performance engine. And for such high performance engine, the manufacturers have engineered specific oil to be used for this kind of engine. Like we mentioned during the launch, the 0W20 and the engine oil for this vehicle. And this engine oil, they move so fast when you start that they duplicate the system and don't get your engine to have any starting challenge. And doing the service, maintain them in that state of performance. Your service interval is a function of time and a function of mileage. Now for this, for our own market, is 10,000 kilometers. For somewhere like Europe, where you don't have so much of the climate is different and the environment is not as dusty, it may be higher. But for our own environment, is that specification I just mentioned.
10,000 kilometers.
10,000 kilometers. If you now happen to be the type of person that don't use your vehicle often, and you stay 3 months in Nigeria, 6 months abroad, and all over the place. You still need to bring in the vehicle once a year.
Okay.
That's the other interval time.
So it's either you do your servicing after 1 year or after you have covered 10,000 kilometers.
Within 1 year.
That's a long one. That's a very long one.
So that, because we need to clarify that, because that is the basis, that is one of the things that we have to give to the manufacturers, the assurance that we have used this vehicle according to the design specification. So that they can also know that whatever we want to do in warranty, we have done our bit as the user and as the people maintaining it, as the dealership maintaining it, for them to be able to bring that warranty back in.
All right. Finally, sir, before you go, what would you have to say about the grey market? And I'm not talking about buying, I'm talking about maintenance. Because an average person may want to acquire one of those vehicles and decide that there is another mechanic by the roadside who might be able to fix these cars for them. Talking about servicing them, what would you have to say about that?
I would really discourage that, because when you are dealing with premium brands this way, like this, the access to the manufacturer is very key.
Okay.
Because apart from all our technicians being trained by the manufacturer, apart from using the equipment that the manufacturers have designed to be used for the diagnosis and the repair and programming of this vehicle, along the line, if we still have challenge with getting things resolved, we have unobstructed access to the manufacturer's technical team that designed the vehicle. Okay. To give us additional guidance and additional leading to resolving whichever problem may arise. That is the guarantee we give. That is why we can be the only one that can offer you the peace of mind on the use of this.
So that's the concept of the peace of mind.
Yes, that's the concept.
You get it sorted out, and you're sure that it's actually sorted out.
Sorted out using just like anything you create, it was first existing in your mind before it became a physical thing.
Definitely.
All this vehicle we see here was first existing in somebody's mind, the designer, and they put all the concepts together and put all the parts together, so they know every details of that. And that's what they expose our technician to in training. And if there is anything that is unusual or something that is not preconceived in the performance of the vehicle in the field now that you are using it, we also give them feedback in terms of reports. Okay. And that report also lead to things that we call continuous upgrade in terms of software upgrade of the vehicle. Okay. And always keeping you in pace. The things that have not happened now that you are buying the vehicle newly, and by the time you cover 10,000 kilometers, you have some observation. They are also monitoring those observations. Okay. And you are feeding them with this information. And there is a continuous upgrading that comes with the software upgrades. Oh, right. So it's the best place. That's why it is very dangerous for you to go out there and
just pick any mechanic on the road.
Because this is an asset.
It is.
It's a premium luxury.
Yes.
And you don't take your assets and take it to somebody who does not have the pedigree, that does not have the training, that does not have the access to the manufacturer, that does not have the equipment, that does not have the access to the genuine parts. You don't do that with a premium investment. So
that's a good one. And basically, I know that there is a number of bays you have there for servicing. Like, how many bays you have for servicing of the vehicles?
Now, when we are talking about bays, all our bays can actually do servicing. Okay. It's equipped to be able to do that. Okay. But you see, the workshop loading determines what happens. Okay. And we have dedicated bays. But even apart from the bays, given the location of this particular workshop, we also have the one that is closer to town in VI, where we do our quick service. Okay. Basically, the oil and filters change, lubricants and filters change. Apart from brake pad is a wear and tear.
which is a normal thing.
Which many people usually think is just servicing. So that's a very wear and tear thing. So, but we also, the package comes with the vehicle with a 7-year service plan package. Okay. that ensures that for the next 7 years, the 7 years of 7 services that you're expected to do,
Okay.
it actually comes along with the purchase of the
vehicle. That's a big one.
A lot of peace of mind. You don't have to worry yourself about.
That's a big one.
The only thing you have to worry yourself about are the wear and tear items over this period of the 7 years.
It's a good one. Talking to you, Mr. Mobolaji F-Pace.
Thank you so much.
And it's been bloody awesome being here today with you people at the launch of these two lovely brands, the Disco Sport and definitely the Jaguar F-Pace. And do have a wonderful one. And my name is Sobo from Thegarageng. Good day to you, sir, and it's been a bloody wonderful day coming to this wonderful launch of the F-Pace and definitely the Discovery Sport. I love to call it this Disco Sport. And but before we go into that, I want you to introduce yourself to us at the garage.
My name is Thegarageng. I'm the Jaguar Landrover manager for Coscharis Motors.
Jaguar Landrover. Now, what would actually hits me first now is that baritone voice. Very sweet one. The ladies, be careful. Yeah, that's Mr. Thegarageng for you. And now, what do we expect from your office based on these two brands that are being unveiled today?
Our expectation is to, while we're here, our job is just to drive sales. That's what we're interested in. And as you know, being in the marketing department, all we do is to provide support services for the sales team and the after sales team. So for these two brands, we hope to, create more visibility for the brands so that our sales team can do well in the market. To remain top of the mind awareness, especially with regards to other competing brands. So basically, that's our drive for this event and this brand. Yeah.
What are the basic things or the basic protocols you have put in place to make sure that these aims are achieved?
This is one of it. Talking to you is one of it.
All right.
At least create an online, presence for the brands. Not that the OEMs, that the manufacturers, they are doing their own things, but we are trying to localize
equipment manufacturers.
Yes, they're doing their own things, but we are trying to localize it in our own market. Like they say, think globally but act locally. So that's what we're trying to do here. And apart from that, we devised this event too, like you saw. We brought in some media, which is a combo of print media and then online media. And then, like I asked you earlier on, are you a YouTuber or a blogger? So we're also trying to push that. At least let's create that visibility in the media space first. Let people know, because it's when people know you have this, premium brands available that they can, put it in their consciousness when they are making their buying decisions. So, and apart from that, we devise all that forms of below-the-line marketing strategies, which involve social media platforms. We're looking at partnerships, like was mentioned during the presentation. We're looking at dealing with we're actually dealing with some banks in terms of finance to, create ease of ownership for the customers. We're trying to do our best just to make it easier for customers to be able to have access to this brand and then be able to buy the brand.
Yeah, thank you very much. Now, talking about the two vehicles, the F-Pace and the Disco Sport, what is the starting price for each of them?
I can't give you the starting price per se, but I know it doesn't come cheap. It's a premium brand.
Definitely, so, that's known.
I think for the F-Pace, we still need to put in other, we're just unveiling it for the first time. So
yes,
the sales team, I don't determine pricing. That's the way the department is structured.
Okay.
But I think it shouldn't come cheap. Maybe we're looking from 40 million and above.
All right. I was expecting to hear between 40 and 45 personally. Yeah. I was expecting that actually, because it's a premium brand.
Yeah.
All right, now, it's been a wonderful one being in the house today. It's been nice meeting you properly. And we believe that as it goes, because we are hearing that the F-Pace is actually selling well already, we believe you make a lot of very wonderful sales, and the company keeps soaring high. Thank you very much for speaking to us, Mr. Aregbesola.
Thank you very much.
And have a wonderful time.
And you too.
Sir.
You too.